All right, so your boy man Mike here with 6 Man K-Style with a quick Atlanta Falcons news update. I'm probably sure that a lot of people probably have seen the news. If you haven't, this is why we're here right now. But your boy Ray McCloud is no longer an Atlanta Falcons. He is out of here. Um, this is no news to me, to be honest. I'm not surprised at all. Um, you just look at the recent events with the Atlanta Falcons, starting with the firing of Ike Hilliard, and we have the issues. He said that these guys were going to get it right, and having your offensive coordinator on the sidelines, he was supposedly that was supposedly was ready to get that done. That was the move that was going to get everything rectified, but it has turned to an absolute shit show. Again, Ray McCloud has been released by the Atlanta Falcons. You have your boy and the head coach and Raheem Morris. He has said this is not a football. This is not a personal. I don't know what the hell kind of issue this is, to be honest. But again, Ray McCloud has been released by the Atlanta Falcons. This is from Cameron Wolf. Falcon released wide receiver Ray McCloud after he was a healthy scratch the last 2 weeks and sent home by head coach Raheem Morris last week in what he called a football-related private matter. So, 6-Man K-Style, we're going to be out here for about 10 minutes. We ain't going to be too long. Give your thoughts on this, man.
I'm not surprised at all, man. Like I said, bro, like I said, it's been an ongoing story for the last week and a half. Um, I mean, Raheem, like I said, the quote that we put up last night on the originators pretty much told us exactly what it was. He was like, it's a distraction that I'm personally dealing with. So like you said, basically would sound like, boy, this sound like this was on some I'm gonna beat your ass in the streets when I see you type shit. So they had
Oh,
released.
see, I didn't take it like that. But yeah, so here's the quote right here. Raheem Morris on Ray McCloud. That's a distraction that I'm dealing with and no one else. And now that this has happened today, and you just said that I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you on the streets, I can't even deny that this was what it sounded. This sounds like personal because he didn't say this was no issue. He said this wasn't a team issue. He said this is a issue, a distraction that he's dealing with and no one else. So Ray McCloud had to threaten this dude if I'm being honest with myself, because I don't even see how it even get to this point in a matter of 7 weeks, and we in this position right now.
Yeah, we going into week 8 with this.
Week 8. And you got Carly
And
say we dealing with the real lines and yeah. That game last night was kind of interesting too. But go ahead, kid.
but like I said, bro, that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, like you said, where they say they sent him home, like you said, and it wasn't anything about no health. Like I said, it just sounds like to me it's just some some locker room drama stuff type stuff
Yeah.
right here. And like I said, we normally deal with the bullshit in the off season, but to have the bullshit in this regular season is kind of different.
I man, I I don't necessarily like to brag. Nah, I'm lying. Let me brag again, okay? I tried to tell you, motherfuckers, that this show me what this dude is good at, and we still trying to figure out what the hell This guy good. No, don't tell Jim Everett to shut the fuck up because this is a fucking look. He well within his rights to troll us right now. Y'all can't tell him to shut the fuck up. Y'all need to shut the fuck up because y'all the one. I'm not saying it's you, but you Falcon fan, y'all wanted to get on y'all knees for y'all Captain Kangaroo looking ass niggas. Okay, y'all wanted this. Y'all said give a black man a chance. Here we go. 2 niggas done got fired. That's the crazy part. 2 niggas done got fired. It ain't even week damn. It ain't even week 10.
Think about 2 niggas that got fired and a player got cut.
And a player got it. What the hell? If this ain't some dysfunctional ass shit, this is embarrassing. If you're looking at Mr. Blank, I do not see how this guy survives after this fucking clown show. A nigga that got fired and he took. Oh my god, this crazy, yo. This is absolutely insane.
Hey, remember, an Asian guy got fired.
Don't time out Jim Everett because right now he well within his rights to goddamn troll. Right now he well within it. This is a shit show, y'all. Sorry, right there. Go ahead.
No. I'm about to say Matt Cat said fire cool week 1.
Boy. Come on, man.
Think about it. You fight, like I said, y'all relieve your way cool week 1. You bring in a new kicker, scared to use him. And then all of a sudden, now it's some internal shit going on, and you release a wide receiver that had his career year last year.
Look. All we saying, we've been trying to tell y'all, show me what this guy is good at. Because he ain't showing us a damn thing, but this is nothing more than a dysfunctional ass. This shit, the Atlanta Falcons are an embarrassment at this point. I don't know how else you put it. Raheem is an embarrassment. It may be saying that the Falcons are embarrassment, but right now, Raheem looks like a complete and utter failure. And it ain't even week 10, bro. Week fucking 10. This is Kev. Do you think this shit is an embarrassment? Like, how do you make good out of this situation?
The thing about it is they gotta win. They gotta win. That's the only thing that's gonna happen because it's gotta win. Because you have to look at it from this standpoint. You gotta look at it from the standpoint. You got the Jeff Ulbrich shit right around the draft. You caught that a little bit.
Kev, I forgot about that.
Got that.
Wow.
You got the Young Way Cool shit. You got the Jimmy Lake shit. And now you got the Ray shit. But the thing that was interesting about that quote was it's a distraction that I'm dealing with by myself.
Yeah.
So like I said, like you said, you got the Ike Hilliard thing too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drama going on with this team right now. And like I said, usually you get the off-season drama. We getting regular season drama with this.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is an embarrassment, man. Like I said, who the hell gonna want to trade for? Ain't nobody gonna want to trade for no Ray Magoof. He can't even stand his own damn feet.
He's a special teams guy by trade. So, like I said, he'll get picked up by somebody.
He'll get a job. Yeah, that's for sure. Why is
So
not going to stop it? Go ahead, kid.
He said, "Right, he's not gonna stop until he embarrasses everyone in the entire organization." That's my girl. That's one of my late. That's my girl right there. Like you said, she is not a Raheem Morris fan at all.
Yeah, this is embarrassing, man. I don't even. Yeah, and Mike Williams. I think this is one of our worst receiving corps we had in a long time. Wow. This is probably one of the most embarrassing receiving corps I've seen. You know, it's.
Are you sure? Because I would have thought 2021 was an embarrassing receiving corps as it is.
But they see those guys weren't very talented. And they still, I mean, they look those guys just wasn't telling, but they put up more effort than this shit. These guys are talented and they ain't doing nothing. Like
But
you got Donnell Mooney, you got Ray McCloud, you got Drake London, you got
Casey Washington.
Casey Washington. Like these guys are talented and they still like because Casey was pretty damn good in college though.
But shout out to Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou, what's
Uncle
happening?
Lou in the building. But let me see. I saw a comment in here. Like Oscar here said, Raheem knows he has to win this season, or else he's gone after all these moves and losses we're taking.
Yeah. Man.
So my question is by releasing Ray McCloud, who's the guy that they're going to bring up to add to that spot?
Let me go to the website. Good God Almighty, it's gonna be somebody who's gonna get on their knees and pleasure Raheem. I can almost promise you that.
D. Coleman. I want to answer. D. Coleman said, "Start bench cut. Peerless Price, David Seals, and Tajay Sharp." I'm starting Peerless Price.
I'm starting Peerless Price. God damn it! Look, I'm starting him.
Damn bitch, and I'm cutting both of them niggas. David Seals and Tajay Sharp.
They got to go, bro. They gone. They out of here. Yeah, they gone.
Because the thing about that, I can honestly say with Peerless Price, Mike Vick and Peerless Price was not a good that was not a good quarterback wide receiver relationship like that.
Yeah, I'm looking on it. I don't really see much of a move, so I'm not sure if the Falcons gonna.
Yeah,
they signed Raekwon O'Neal.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't fucking know. I'm up here looking up. I'm googling this shit. I don't know what.
That motherfucker sound like that. That motherfucker sound like a dime bag dealer. Raekwon.
Damn.
I'm like, this will be an opportunity. Okay, if you release Ray McCloud, this is an opportunity for you to elevate a guy like a Chris Blair or a guy like a Nick Nash. Like I said,
big offensive tackle. So they buying an offensive tackle. So they have not signed a wide receiver to replace. Yeah, he went to Rutgers. 25 years old. He played for the. Looks like the. Hold on.
He's an offensive tackle. Yeah.
He played for Tampa Bay, Seattle, Tampa Bay again. Yeah, this Raheem, he's just bringing anybody in this motherfucker now. It don't even make sense. He gonna have the whole form of. He gonna have everybody on Tampa Bay on our damn team. I mean, Tyler Lockett is out there, but like I said, it hasn't been official with him as far as his release is concerned. So that is interesting. But Chris Blair, Nick Nash,
Tony
those
Bradley
guys out there.
Tony Bradley said, "We lose to the Dolphins, then Blank better be on the sideline with a pink slip for Morris. Back the Brinks truck up for John Grease."
He gonna have he gonna be calling Sammy the Bull Gravano and Michael Francis out there before he ain't gonna make it off the sidelines. Okay, I promise you that. Yes, Ray McCloud has been released. So if you guys are just now tuning in, Ray McCloud has been released by the Atlanta Falcons.
Ski here said Arthur Smith wasn't this bad. Raheem making Arthur Smith look like a damn genius. Yeah, man, it is way too much drama going on right now. That
Way too much. Yeah, they doing something out there that um. I'm gonna just be honest,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Look.
Jew,
Jude,
look
like
at
Julie.
you already on it.
Jude already.
You
I
can't
need an
fool.
explanation. I need an explanation. So is this?
It, bro. I told y'all. Look, I told the dude though. Look, y'all bought into all this players coach bullshit. We've been telling you this dude ain't nothing but a cop. You know what? He ain't nothing but a look. All this man do, he just does what his bosses tell him to do. This man don't know nothing about no football, and he's showing you that this is the case.
Because Monte Carlo here says Smith just ain't had the horses.
Yep. Yep. You got all
See,
these players and you still can't do that. He convinced us to pay $100 million for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins couldn't even walk straight.
see, Keyshawn said this is worse than when Dan Quinn was here.
Bruh.
And like I said, the thing about it is, what's the plan? Okay, you release Ray McCloud. What's the plan?
I don't even know what's the plan, to be honest. I mean, Eli, we saying that Pitts has already been playing tight end and wide receiver. That's the point. He's been
Yeah,
playing wide receiver already.
that motherfucker, that motherfucker don't need no more damn shit on
He
his
don't need
damn
no more
record.
positions, goddamn it. He done enough.
but like I said, man, this Ray McCloud thing is very interesting. Like I said, this is just one of those things where you open up the door for everybody to reevaluate this Ike Hilliard firing, and now people are going to be going towards that, looking like, damn, did that fire? What was up with that?
Yep.
Because let me ask you, and let me ask everybody that's watching right now. Outside of Julio Jones and his contract situation, outside of Devontae Freeman and Uncle Luke and his goofy ass. Well, technically, no, that don't count. Not both of those don't count because those were off-season issues. When the last time you seen some off-season bullshit like
Bring
this
your
happen
ass, tactician.
in the
Bring your
season?
ass real quick if you got a minute.
When the last time you ever seen the Falcons go through some drama like this in season?
In season, that's the thing.
In season.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I want to hear this theory from the tactician real quick if you got a second.
Southside said, like, you would think if you release a wide receiver, you will bring in a vet wide receiver. That's common sense. But our coaching staff doesn't have that. You bring in an offensive lineman. Oh, that people bringing up Bobby Petrino.
Oh boy. Woo, Lord Jesus.
But
don't do it.
But BP here got a point here. You fired a wide receivers coach just for the receivers to perform worse, aka the same.
Wow.
So what really is the issue? That, like I said, that's the thing that people are going to be looking at. Well, Falcon fans are going to be looking at is, okay, what the hell is going on? Because you fired a wide receiver coach, and then you release a wide receiver in the span of a month and a half.
Yeah. Something ain't, like I said, something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. So what's this theory of yours, Mr. Tactician?
All right, man. Basically, Raheem is grasping at straws. Have y'all noticed the pattern? Every fuck up he done made, he has replaced somebody with a fuck up. And remember what I said. Every person that you get rid of, you get closer to getting yourself out the door. Now, who else? Who else is a straw in this situation right now? Zach Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Because Zach got he got that Oklahoma job in his back pocket, right?
Yep.
So let's go forward, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let's say we go forward and we lose the Miami game for whatever reason. Guess what happens? Now, if it's all on the play calling, Zach can walk out of here and go straight to Oklahoma. Now, what happens? Now, Raheem got to scramble and get somebody. Who out there would be a offensive coordinator that Raheem would feel that would bend the knee? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like chess. It's how you know how you play chess, and every time you make a move, you take a piece off the board. That's what's happening right now. Anybody that's opposing him, anybody that's not gonna go with the program, before he gets fired, finally, he gonna try to take as many people with him. So what I'm looking at is you got rid of Ray. Why? Because Ray called you out. You got rid of Ike Hilliard because you and Ike Hilliard probably got into it with somebody. Behind the scenes, people have been showing him to his face, bruh, I don't fuck with you, or what you doing, I don't like. Whether I'm good or not on this team, that's some bullshit. Oh, you got to fucking go. You're not a part of my program, not the program. So I'm going to tell y'all, pay very close attention to how Zach Robinson does his OC job in his Miami game. This ain't no coincidence. It's strategy. Because Raheem know he fucking up. And he know what Blank told him before the beginning of the season. And look how many games we're in. Think about it like this. You got your quarterback hurt. You got some of your main defensive players out. You got one of your main offensive linemen out. You see the moves we made as far as, center. There has been a lot of pieces on this team, a lot of moves made that, if you think about it, typically is not made during the season, especially when it comes to the Falcons. Normally we'll have you'll have a wide receiver hamstring issue, or you may have or you may have somebody on the O-line, one or two people beat up. All of these moves means that he had his hand in it on both sides of the ball. Both sides now. Now, why all of a sudden you got a problem with your coordinators and then you got the wide receiver room all of a sudden having an issue? And nobody's trying to fix it now. Like you said, you got Chris Blair and Nick Nash. When was the last time you seen them brought up? Yeah. When the last time? They solve a problem. Chris Blair is your speed guy. He's the deep threat. Remember we said that? He could be your deep threat. You haven't brought him up. You keep bringing in Dylan, that Dylan cat. You didn't bring up Nick Nash. Hell, you ain't even brought up Joshua Simon. But none of the young players have been playing. You're using players that don't solve a problem. They just fill a spot. It's like a lateral move. You're not upgrading anything. You're just making shit. So you got another body in there to say, okay, we made a move. This cat that we signed right now, that he has no credentials to be excited about. Like I said, you had to look him up on Google. That's a lateral move. That's let me cover this hole up so nobody knows it's here. And again, what did I say? Weeks 6 through 10 are going to be crucial because you want to have enough games up because you're 2 down in the division. Because you don't think these divisional teams going to prepare. They're going to prepare harder for us than any other team they're going to play this season. I keep saying it. So weeks 11 through 18, weeks 11 through 17 gonna be brutal. And he ain't doing nothing but fucking up, putting the Band-Aid on it, fire this guy. Fucking up, fire. How many people you gonna fire? After a while, you ain't gonna have a team. Yep. So
that shit is fucking wild, boy. Like
wow. Now, here's the second part to that. Let's just say, for safety's sake, we decide to sit Penix, just so he can kind of heal, and you put Kirk Cousins in. Where's Kirk Cousins' security blanket now? You don't have it. He got to find somebody else to throw the ball to. You see? You're fucking up plan B.
Penix, I got a question. You just brought Kirk Cousins up. So there's another thing. So do you personally believe that Raheem Morris is holding Kirk Cousins hostage because he would not allow Kirk Cousins to go anywhere. He's saying you're going to be an Atlanta Falcons. So you think this dude is just purposely out here being a jackass to players?
Yeah.
If he comes to Atlanta.
Think about it like this. What did we say? What did Kev just say? You convinced a billionaire to spend $100 million on a guy you know that was injured, and he multiple injuries now. Okay, never mind the experience, multiple injuries, and he has a mentality of having a narrow mind, a narrow window when it comes to his receivers. All right, think about it like this. That was your experiment. How many people would love to get an opportunity to redo their experiment? Just say I told you so. You would literally, most people would wreck their entire organization to prove they were right. What did I tell y'all about sabotage? Sabotage don't always show up in the most obvious ways, but look at it like this. Your quarterback for the future is now injured. Now it might be a small injury, but you got to think a bruised bone, that shit can come up. The minute you get, if somebody step on your foot, or now you got to worry about, is this young man going to be concerned about his foot, or is he going to be able to play football? Okay. Now you enter Kirk Cousins, you're taking out the one player that basically caught a lot of his passes last season. I hate to say it. Ray McCloud was the thing. He didn't hit Kyle Pitts a lot. He didn't hit Darnell Mooney a lot. He didn't hit Drake London a lot. He hit Ray McCloud. You just got rid of him. So if you put Kirk Cousins in, guess what you're doing now? Now you're brewing even more controversy. Because now he got to figure out who he going to throw it to, unless y'all going to dumb the game down and just run the ball, which I highly doubt. So right now, basically what we're living is 2024. Raheem is systematically reverting his team back to 2024, handcuffing us to possibly Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying they're going to put him out there, but don't be surprised if they do. Because what? Blank is not going to risk having Mike Penix out for the rest of the season. Because I'm going to tell you right now, teams are going to prepare to knock his block off now. They already know how to overload Elijah Wilkinson. They're going to overload that side again and knock his block off. And if we got plays where he's holding the ball, good night. That's why I said watch out for him. Watch out for Zach Robinson and Kirk Cousins in these next couple games if you should see them decide to make some moves. This is what this is speaking. I'm finally finna get what I want. And don't give a shit if it don't work or not.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, man. Like I said, we didn't want to be too long. K-Style, you want to finish up with something?
Man, the only thing I have to say, man, is welcome to the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Because this is some wild shit. You got to, like I said, think about it. The quarterback everybody was happy about, now all of a sudden is questioning whether he's worth a damn or not. You got a wide receiver position that is got a lot of drama tied up to it. I'm like,
do y'all want to know something? Do you want to know something, Kev? Sorry for cutting you off. Do you want to know something? The ultimate nut buster for Raheem is if Kirk Cousins come in and start winning games, and they actually let him play for the rest of the season, and then guess what? When it turn around, we could possibly have an opportunity to get to the playoffs. That's the ultimate nut buster for him, because now all he got to say is, "See, I told you." Yeah, I told you shouldn't have put Penix in. My man got up to the playoffs. This is the kind of bullshit that he'll pull.
But the fucked up part about it is, but then that will let everybody know that Michael Penix was a Terry Fontenot pick. So now you're going to be exposing to the world that all them photo ops that you had with Terry Fontenot was on some, I don't really fuck with you like that type of shit, but we're gonna do this for the camera shit.
Right.
But the thing is, we got to make the playoffs this year.
We have to.
Like I said, it's too many stories. It's too much drama going on, And like you said, Mike, we ain't even halfway through the season. We got about 3 drama stories. We got literally 2 drama stories in the last 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah,
4 weeks.
that's the key. That is the key right there. It's like, why is all of this stuff concurrent? One after another, after another, after another. Most of the time, Atlanta don't like to operate like this because if we having a rough season, we already don't want the scrutiny. But now you're adding this to it. It's just like he's getting the opportunity to get back. It's almost like, oh, I get to get back. I get to prove to y'all that I'm who I say I am. Okay, I guarantee you.
Like I said, Mo Diallo saying about Mike McDaniel. That could be the play. That could be the play right there. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. It just seemed like some inside bullshit going on. It looked like it just something ain't right, and it just seemed like 2 guys are conspiring for something, and I cannot. And it just everything is pointing at Raheem, and everything is pointing at Zach Robinson.
And guess what? And guess what? Now, all y'all, I want y'all to listen to me. If this don't work out, like I said, we can't come out of this season no less than 8-9. So if you got another 7-10 season, guess what happens? Raheem go, so does Smeagol, because you the one that voted on this board. See, he ain't thinking. Blank ain't gonna keep you. Blanket already moved you one time. He already moved you one time before we got Raheem. Y'all voted on this. Okay.
Look. I wouldn't even say a 7-10, 8-9 season. He has to, like I said, the Falcons have to make the playoffs. They have to make the playoffs.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: the 2 games you need to pay attention to. Okay, you need to pay attention to this Miami game just for the sake of us having some cushion or something. That Germany game, that game right there, we need to walk out of that with a win because that's a whole nother market. That's a whole nother market. You do not want to go to Germany losing your first time over there. You wanted that definitely don't look good on the Falcons. You don't want to go abroad and lose your first time over there. So these next 2 games are a must win because by the time week 11 get here, I'm telling you, these teams is beat up. These teams is beat up, and you got opportunity to get to the playoffs. So you ain't got no choice. You don't have no choice.
But like I said, with the Germany game, with the Colts game, like I said, the Colts are playing real good football right now. So that's a 50-50 game in itself. I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah.
But like I said, Miami and New Orleans are the games that we going to have to be watching out for.
Yep.
Because if
they're not going to feel sorry for us. Neither one.
Like I said, at the worst case scenario, they lose both of those games. Oh, it's a wrap for Raheem.
Yeah, game over.
It's a wrap for him. You got 2. Like I said, the thing is, you have a team that had playoff expectations coming into this year. Am I correct? It was playoff expectations. Yeah. Right. We're starting off 3-3, which is not bad. It's not bad. It ain't bad, but like I said, the bad part about it is we 3rd in the NFC South.
Right.
Like I said, that shit that we kind of control, but we can't control.
Right.
You're 0-2 in the division.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people are looking at this team as, okay, can we really do it? Cause I'm gonna tell you something. That 3-3 record ain't what Falcon fans really looking at.
No.
They're looking at that 0-2. It's the 0-2 that people are looking at like.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't tie with them or you're out. We tie with anybody, we out.
Yeah. And here's the thing though. We're not as experienced as Tampa with the coaching staff and the players to be doing like they did last season, whereas you down and then we drop the ball and they come back. Here's what you got to understand about that. Tampa took their second loss, right? So that what I tell y'all about Baker. Every time you beat them, you set them back mentally. You set them back and they're already beat up. Here's what the Falcons got to do. You come out there now. We had a lot of playoff potential, meaning that looking at us on paper, yeah, we should be easily 6-1, maybe 5, maybe 5-2. That's where we should be. So now you're looking at like we got to win the rest of our games with no bye week. We've already had a bye week.
Hold on,
So
let me give a shout out to Dre, Workflow Dre. This is one of our player partners behind the scenes. Definitely shout out to Dre. He said we look bad on the road.
Right, because we make bad decisions. One season we good on the road, we terrible at home because of decisions, and then now we're bad on the road because of decisions and good at home.
It's just something, like I said, something ain't right, man. And we gonna find out.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now. It seems like some real conspiring somewhere in this organization. There's some conspiring, and it just don't look right.
I'ma just say it, man. It looks like the 2020 Falcons all over again.
Yeah.
It's the 2020 Falcons all over again. And let me see. Christy said we contributed to the Panthers' boosted ego, and they see themselves as elite against who? Miami, Cowboys, and New York Soul Planes.
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you something.
We did make them look like we did.
Yeah,
make them look like they were just
the shit.
They're a Super Bowl contender team the way they beat our ass.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. See, that also plays on them too, because you gotta think about it. Look who they played afterward. Look at the teams that they played afterward.
That's why she's saying that. That's why she's saying that.
Yeah.
Look, y'all played beatable teams and y'all won. That's the difference. We played beatable teams and we just gave the games away. It wasn't no blowouts. We gave the games away. So that's the difference. But when they get to that latter part of the season and they start playing the more difficult teams, it's going to show. That's why I'm not concerned about them being ahead of us right now. They just won games they were supposed to win.
You just talking about us, man. Fuck them.
Yeah. So like I said, we didn't win the games we supposed to win. Period. Think about it. All our losses came down to bad decisions, or nothing at all. That Panthers game, we just came into the stadium and just watched them play. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like I said, man. Strapped up here says, I have no expectations at this point from the head coach all the way down to the quarterback. The only person that can turn this around is Raheem, but he's not smart enough to do anything.
That ain't make no motherfucking sense what you just said. How you got no expectation for the damn head coach and then turn around and say he the only one that can turn around?
Right, Raheem.
I don't understand how that makes sense. Somebody explain that.
If I use my critical thinking on what he's saying is Raheem's ass is on the line. Now I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
His ass is on the line right now.
I'm you know what I'm thinking too? I'm thinking Blank is letting him. All right, think about it like this. What did we say yesterday, fellas? We said that the board voted against Blank, right? The board voted against Blank. What's the best way for me to enact a CEO to enact his own will over his company? Is to let the board's decision fail. So Blank is sitting by, like, yeah, I'm gonna see how far this hole go before I can say, all right, y'all did it y'all way. I'm pulling the audible. That's he's letting Raheem basically dig himself in a hole he can't get out of. And then when it get to a point where he know, okay, he's done, the board ain't gonna have shit to say about it, because it's gonna be like, all right, okay, well, we did it your way. I'm picking who I want to see if we can salvage the season.
Well, he don't. The thing is, one, he don't have to do that, and he's already done that.
He's already done it. What you mean?
Because Rich McKay is no longer the president of football operations anymore. He's right now he's just a shareholder of the Atlanta Falcons. The president of the Atlanta Falcons right now is what's the guy who helped him buy the team right now? I forget his name right off the top of my head, but he's the one who's the team president. And then you got guys like Terry Fontenot, Kyle Smith. Those guys are head of they're like cold heads as far as football operations. Greg Beaters, that's his name. I don't know.
Okay, great. So is it safe to say then that basically they waiting on what, 1 or 2 more games, and then they gonna pick who they want?
It's already done. The thing is, this is probably one of them one-time situations as far as Arthur is concerned, because you got to take something else into consideration. Baby boy Josh is about to be, he's a major part of things right now. He's a major part. This is going to be his team in the near future.
So
he's
let me.
something years old. He's going to be retiring soon. So this is not one of those situations where it's Mr. Blank is just going to be like goddamn your boy Jerry Jones in Dallas, where he's just going to be 90, 100 years old still trying to run the damn team. That's not him. That's not him.
So my question is, all right, if that's already set, then who do you think they have in mind for the next head coach?
I mean, you can't really say they have anything in mind, because we're not even halfway through this season. That's way ahead. That's
so the question comes down to is there confidence enough in Raheem Morris to turn this shit around and get this team to where they need to get?
In my opinion, nope.
For one, you don't warn Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris to get it together if you have confidence in them.
Right. They biding their time.
Warn both of these guys. Both of these guys this offseason were warned by Mr. Blank, said get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So the hope that these guys are the right one has already been shattered.
Right.
Yeah. More so Raheem than Terry, but yeah, he did warn both of them. So it's like it's gonna be, because I'm gonna tell you right now, whether we want to admit it or not, Terry gonna save his job. I'm gonna be honest with you, Terry gonna save his job. So Raheem, he on the island by himself.
Look. Terry Fontenot got that smirk. He got that smirk like, nigga, I will throw you under the bus.
You know that song about I'm straight. That nigga, I'm straight.
Because you have to think about with Terry, and like I said, with Terry being one of the main guys behind the scouting department.
Right. He ain't gonna let that go.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix, and then you also got a lot of the free agent acquisitions. Terry know his job is good.
Right. And that's the key. That's the key right there. That's why I'm like, yeah, they not worried about that. Yeah, he ain't worried about that. But Raheem, he better not come out with the same performance, because like I said, him and Zach will be gone. Him and Zach will be gone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now, because let's be honest now, it ain't. They may not be favorable, but it ain't like it ain't no head coaches out there that ain't ready to go coach a team.
That's why I say it's way too early to even think about bringing in a head coach, because we don't know who's going to be available. We're just right now. The only thing is if I'm thinking to myself as far as head coaching job is concerned, the only person that I think that'll be available is literally Rex Ryan. I think that's probably the only one. If Raheem gets fired today, Rex Ryan will be that guy. He's been wanting the job. Arthur has been wanting him for years, but Rich McKay has been stopping that because him and his family, the Ryans and the McKays, don't like each other. Well, I'm gonna say this: Rich McKay daddy don't like Buddy Ryan. They don't like Buddy. Buddy was a jackass back in the day. He got it done, but he was a complete jackass because he knew his shit, and they don't like the good old boys. Don't like motherfuckers who know their shit.
I mean, yeah, but and like you said, if he ain't president of football operations, he can not like it all he wants to. Stay your ass over there with United. So and I'm gonna be honest with you, Mike. Stranger things have happened, but to have Rex Ryan on this team, oh boy, you give Rex Ryan a Bijan Robinson and see what happens. Oh no.
Because what we're looking at with this situation right now was
the only
like you
reason I'm
said,
saying John Gruden got a deal. Well, he got a something going on with the NFL, so I doubt he'll be available. I think
Nah, they gonna try to blackball his ass.
But yeah, like you said, in this situation right here, right now, like you said, it's too much. It's too much smoke coming to the Atlanta Falcons organization right now, where you got a lot of people asking questions. The worst thing that can happen right now with a team that's underperforming is to have a lot of questions coming with it, and with the questions of whether this team is together and can they get the shit going and stuff like that. Now that's like you said, it's a bad look. Now, like you said, if Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson are able to, if they're able to get to the playoffs, then it ain't much that we're talking about. But as of right now, the inconsistencies of the way that the team is, it's not a lot of confidence that's coming behind it.
Nah. Again, like I said, I'm going off this man's resume. You were up on the division and you squandered the entire season because you could not get out of your own way. I don't have no confidence. None. We were atop of our of the division almost 3 years straight, and you squandered the entire season because you tried to prove a point.
Bossy here says, how do you get a second chance and how do you say things like, I made a mistake we made on a simple football operations? Yeah, like I said, Raheem, if Raheem don't get this shit straight, that nigga's head coaching career is in the mud, right?
Yeah,
it's done. It's over with.
He ain't got enough Orbit's gum to talk his way into another organization. He don't.
Not as a head coach, anyway.
That's for sure.
Not as a head coach.
Listen, at this point, the way he act, I wouldn't let his ass coach Little League. So what are we talking about?
But I ain't got nothing more to say about this situation. But I just know that the Falcons are in a predicament right now where for Raheem Morris to save his ass, they got to make the playoffs or else.
It's really that simple. I really don't have much else to say. Um, like I said, man, me personally, I just want proven guys. I'm tired of all these patty cake bakers, man, coming in here baking up bullshit that they haven't perfected. That's my book. That's what I'm over that shit. Dan
Right.
Quinn, he came in. I mean, you look at Mike Smith when he came in, he was a proven defensive coordinator. He actually built something. And then everybody from there on has been guys that have been I mean, as much as people want to disrespect Kyle Shanahan, he was a proven offensive coordinator. Like I want proven guys. Kyle Shanahan built. He's actually had been a part of offenses where they were successful. I'm tired of all these experimental ass fucking coaches, and that's my thing. Whether it's defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, or head coach, I am sick and I'm tired of all these goddamn these unproven guys being hired because y'all want to keep control over your team, and that's the problem with a lot of these Rich McKays of the world. They just want control. They don't want to win. They want control.
Yeah, you picking popularity over production, and at this point in time, that rise up slogan is fine, but that's not who we are. We're not the Samuel L. Jackson choir singing Falcons. That's not us. It's not. The slogan is cool, but that's not who we are. We're getting back to gritty football. So if you're gonna get back to gritty football, you're gonna be disliked. Gritty football
Simple as that.
teams are not liked. Period.
Simple as
They're
that.
they're they're liked by their fan base, but they're in certain aspects they're not liked. They're not popular.
Yeah. Jay
Let
here
me let
said
me let
just
me say let me tell you motherfuckers. Shut the fuck. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. He don't make all the damn decisions. That's not how business works, motherfucker. Y'all ain't own shit in y'all life, and y'all be saying stupid ass shit like this. The
literally the
fuck are
thing
you
said
talking
that.
about?
The thing said that Raheem that Arthur Blank was outvoted by the board
It's
Right.
a
to
board.
bring
That's
certain
how
It's a board.
business works. This is
Right.
why guys. This is why guys. That's why you have shareholders. Hey,
Right.
you got sure you have minority owners. He's just a majority owner. The people that comes in and they help with their decision because they got.
Let me tell you something. Most
I didn't
billionaires,
say you was fucking dumbass. I said you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I ain't say you dumbass.
most
I just
most
said y'all think because he's the owner that he get all the ultimate say so. That's not true at all. You got
most
shareholders, you got team presidents. All these people work in conjunction
you
to
know
run
you know
an
you you
organization.
you know
most
you know
billionaires in a company are
Hold on,
beholden. Most
yeah, let Kim go. Then you finish it. And
you know you know
we
you
gonna
know
end
you
it.
know
We
what
gonna
it
end it.
is. You know what it is because everybody look at Jerry Jones as what the quote unquote
Yes,
standard is for
that's
owner.
not how it. That's exactly right. That's
but
not how
no,
business works.
most billionaires and most owners are beholden to the shareholders because the shareholders are investors. Most billionaires don't run companies solely off of their money. If you know anybody that's got a lot of money, you don't run a company solely off of your money. That's bad business. You run it off of other people's money. That's why you have
Yeah,
a board of investors that invest in your team. We just had some investors like Dominique Dawes and them. They're investing their money in the company because they believe in it. Blank is not using all of his personal money, so he don't have that kind of say. So he has a majority stake because it's his team, but the money comes from the investors. So
the
when they
money
have a
coming.
board
That's
vote,
exactly it.
90% of the decisions that's made have to be voted on because it has to be in the best interest of everybody that has invested in the team. So he just can't do it. Jerry Jones kicked everybody out. That's the reason why he can do that. And that's the reason
Jerry
why
Jones is
Dallas
a
is in
different type of
shambles.
rich. He's a different type of. He's an oil tycoon. So the thing with him is completely different. He don't need investors like that. He just choose to have them. And
Yeah.
Mr. Blank is completely different. And again, I didn't say you was a dumbass. I said you don't know what you're talking about in this way because that's not how business works in NFL. It doesn't work in in basketball, the NBA. That's not how it works. Okay.
Right. Right. Most of the businesses you see have boards and they vote on stuff.
Yeah.
Because a rich person will tell you you don't run big business like that with your money. You own nothing, control everything. Read up on it. You'll know about it.
All right, so like I said, man, we end up, man. Look, all right, you can take your a dumb ass, okay? I mean, it's kind of funny that you come in here and name you accuse us of being the dumbass, and then you spell your name a dumbass, okay? All right, get out of here, man. Get the fuck on somewhere. Fucking subscribe. I'm tired of you stupid motherfuckers coming here, don't know how to motherfucking read and don't know how to comprehend shit, and then you say some dumb shit, and then you accuse us of calling you dumb. Motherfucker, you just
Read
said
a
some
book.
stupid
Read
shit.
a book. Read a motherfucking book.
Like, good God Almighty! It like Christy. This is the stuff that it's called shareholders. That's not how business people just. Oh, he's the owner of the team. He tell everybody what it. No, that's not how it happens. You got a mama and the dad, and guess what? Yeah, the dad or the mama might be making all the money, but guess what? The mama and the daddy got to come together oftentimes to say, look, this is how we're gonna run the family. Or when the mom and the dad is not there, guess what? The brother, the older sibling got. So this is how business it works the exact same way. Everybody don't come on here and just say, I'm a dictator. You do what I tell you to do. That's not how things work. Everybody got a job. Everybody has a job and everybody has a title. And that's not how business works. And that's not how any of Falcons work. That's not how the Atlanta Falcons works. Okay.
I'm about to say, let's get the hell up on out of
Let's
here,
get the hell
man.
out of here. A dumbass, okay? Look, before I cut the dumbass out again.
Nah, he's gonna do that. So,
Come here with some stupid. You don't know how. Your ass don't know how to comprehend. You know how to fucking read, but comprehension ain't a fucking skill. You dumb fucker. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers learn how to read a goddamn. You learn how to read one book and then think you know every goddamn thing. You stupid bastard.
Just because you see business on TV don't mean you know it.
They don't know a goddamn thing about no damn business. Like that's not how anybody works. Goddamn. Look, I wish I could put a fucking ankle lock on that motherfucker. I would break that shit in 15 pieces with his stupid ass. Coming here with that dumb ass shit.
until next time, people. Like I said, man, we just bring you the update.
We ain't come to play. We ain't come to play. We here to motherfucking stay, and that's the bottom line. Cause I said so. Comprehend, motherfucker. Comprehend. Don't read the letters. Don't look at the letters. Comprehend it.
Reading
We out there.
Rainbow.